Yo, what is up? Today I have 2 replays for you and 6 tips that you can use to play when you are fighting in bottom tier matchmaking. Now the first replay is a top tier replay, and this is an example of how you play when if you are in a top tier matchmaking, play aggressively. Now like I said, I have 6 tips for you. The first 3 tips that I have for you are universal tips, which means tips that you can use no matter what tank you are in and no matter what matchmaking that you are in. The first tip that I have for you is look within yourself when you are in any kind of matchmaker. You need to know if you are in a light tank, medium tank, heavy tank, or tank destroyer, and play accordingly. Do you have the top gun researched? This is important. Do you know if you have fully researched your tank? Do you have a lot of crew skills? Do you have a fresh set of crew, or do you have very experienced crew? The last one, do you have equipment that is suitable for your tank? For example, do you use vents when you have very few crew skills? Let me tell you how vents work. The more personal skills you have for each of your crew, the better vents work. Vents directly influence your major qualifications, your BIA skills, repair skills, firefighting skills, and concealment skills. Now, if your crews do not have a lot of these skills, BIA, repairs, firefighting, concealment, the less effective the equipment vents is going to be. So if you don't have a lot of skills, it's better you run maybe equipment like gun laying drive that will help to directly improve your gun loading time. So you need to know this kind of thing. Look within yourself. That is the first tip that I have for you. The second tip I have for you, load the gold. Do not be afraid to fire premium shells. Now you see me in this game, even though I'm top tier, I am firing full premium shells, and that is why I got an ace tanker in this game. I wanted to get a good game. If I did not fire a lot of premium shells, perhaps I would have not made all of my shots, or I might have not penned some of my shots, and that would have denied me some damage and my full potential out of this game. So don't be afraid to fire premium shells. That's what they are for. You can grind credits with premium tanks and premium accounts, but when you are going all out to maximize your damage potential, make sure you are not shy with loading the gold, loading the premium shells. Be generous with it. The third tip that I have for you, which is also a universal tip that you can use for all your matchmaking and all your tanks, is always be prepared to read the team sheet. Like I said, this is a game where I'm top matchmaking, I am top tier, I know exactly what I need to do. I need to be aggressive, and I need to go put myself out there and farm the damage and be the guy right in the front, because I paid attention to the team sheet. I am on top of the list, which means I am the alpha. I am one of the strongest tanks out there in this matchmaking. So read the team sheet is also one of the tips that you need to use no matter what tank, what tier, what matchmaking you are in. Pay attention to the team sheet. Now tip number 4, when you are in bottom tier matchmaking, your role is likely to kill easy tanks. So you need to find weaknesses and find the flanks. In this case, I am top tier. That is why you see me here fighting the guy that is out in the front. I am trying to be furthest front as possible because I want to get as much damage as possible, because I can take on these guys. These guys are also tier 5s and tier 6s. No reason for me to be afraid of them. But if I am in bottom tier, I need to make sure that I know my position. I am a support tank. I need to find weaknesses of the enemies, flank around, go behind them, snipe from the back, kill easy tanks, play a support role. That was tip number 4. Tip number 5, if you are in bottom tier, you cannot be aggressive, not like the way I'm playing right now. If you are bottom tier, you need to, you know, you need to play a support role. You can be the second layer, you can snipe from the back, you can follow behind the medium tanks, you can follow behind the heavy tanks and play a supportive role. You can be a passive spot, don't, hide in the bush and not move at all, spot for your enemy team. Anyway, let's check out the results here. I am in top tier. I played as aggressive as I could be. 5-minute game. If I was not aggressive, I would not have done as much damage as I did. If I was not aggressive, if I did not fire gold shells, I would not have I would have not penetrated a lot of my shots and maybe not get that ace tanker in that game. So back to my tip number 5. When you are in bottom tier, like this game, I'm in bottom tier. The top tiers are the tier 7s, so I'm not going to be aggressive. I'm going to sit at the back and snipe, play a supportive role. So that's what I'm going to do. And the last tip that I have for you is tip number 6. Follow the flow of the team, which is what I'm going to do. You're going to see me practice this right now. When the team goes forward, I'm going to go forward. If they go backwards, I'm going to go backwards. What am I doing shooting at a tree? Well, I'm loading the HE shells and I'm shooting the left side of this tree so that it will fall, but it's fallen the wrong way. It's fallen forward, but it'll still provide a little bit of cover for me. So that's what I'm going to do. Use this tree as cover. Now I'm going to load the premium gold shells, APCR shells. When I'm in bottom tier, when I'm not top tier, I have premium shells by default. 100% I'm gonna use up all my premium shells before I go in to my standard shells, and I'm gonna snipe from behind. Now, like I said in my tip number 3, I said read the team sheet. Now if you look at the team sheet right now, you can see that I am not top tier. I'm a tier 610. This is a tier 7 matchmaking. I am by no means top tier. I am bottom tier, so I'm sniping from the back. But if you pay attention to the team sheet, you will also be able to see there are 3 light tanks on each team, but we have the best light tank. That 1375 on our team is the top tier. He's in tier 7 light tank. Our enemy only has tier 6 light tanks. So the 1375 is doing the right thing right now. He is being the furthest out front in the light tank. He has the best view range and he has the best camo because he is tier 7. The tier 6 tanks will not be able to outspot him or out camo him, and he is doing the right thing by going forward and trying to spot for the team. And I am doing the right thing by supporting him and shooting at stuff that he spots. So I do not need to be hyper aggressive, but I do need to pay attention how far away he goes. Now remember, my tip number 6 was follow the flow of the team. You see my 1375 going all the way out there and trying to spot for the team. I can't let him get too far away. You need to pay attention to where he is in your view range. He is very far ahead. I'm going to try and support him as much as I can, but it's time for me to move forward, or else I won't be able to shoot whatever he's spotting in the A and B line. So I'm going forward. This is tip number 6, right? Follow the flow of the team. Team is going forward. I am going forward to support him. We are still 3 enemies apiece, and we are actually down in the HP, but the 1375 has managed to spot a KV2, and I'm doing my part by shooting at it and trying to kill him off. He thinks that someone is spotting around the D1 line, and he tried to blind fire that shot, but I was not there. The 1357 was actually the one spotting him, and he was right in front of him in the 3 line, in the 2 line. I mean, he was in between the trees is what I'm saying. But anyway, I'll try to shoot whatever I can, whatever my teammates are spotting. If they spot the KV85, I can shoot him from here. So that's what I'm doing. Now I'm going to take my position up here near in the bushes, and whatever the 1375 spots, I'm going to shoot. I do not need to use my HP. Right now the game is still very close. We are 4 apiece, but I am getting free damage here, and that's exactly what I'm doing, just shooting for that 1375 that is doing all the spotting for me. In fact, I'm going to do more damage than the 1375. All he's doing is using his camo, his stealth, to spot for the rest of the team, and I managed to finish off the KV-85 as well. And now there is a Tiger 131 that was pretty camoed up. The 1375 had to drive pretty close to the Tiger 131 before he could spot him, but we've managed to finish him off. The T-34-85M and 1375 are pushing forward, so I'm just gonna go forward here a little bit so I can make sure that I can help out by shooting the enemy teams, and I managed to finish off that ISU 152 as well. So it looks like the 1-2 line, AB line, has been completely spotted. There's nothing left to shoot there, so I am driving across and see how I can help out the team. Looks like there's a Cromwell that I can finish off, and I finish him off and I get kill number 3. So we are now 10-5. It looks very obvious that we are going to win this game, and I have full HP. I have done 1639 damage. What do I need to do now? Now I need to YOLO in, because it is pretty obvious that we are going to win this game. All I need to do right now is finish off with a bang, try to be aggressive as possible. Even if I died, we are still going to win this game because we are just 5 tanks ahead. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to push over and be aggressive on that Super Hellcat. I'm going to load HE shells to see if I can pen the tank, but I don't. My first piece of damage, I only did 56 damage on the Super Hellcat, but my second shot is doing more damage, 175 on my second shot. I'm going to try and shoot the back of that Super Hellcat with my auto aim, and I managed to finish him off. Over 2000 damage. Now only 3 tanks left in the game, 1 artillery, but there is a tank there and I can't have enough time to shoot at him, so I'll try to shoot at the artillery, but I miss him at point blank range. What can I do? Try and shoot the AMX-12T, managed to land 1 shot on him, and someone else has finished him off. And just like that, very quick game, even though this was a bottom tier game, 15-5, and I did over 2188 damage, just being a support tank, not even being as aggressive as I could be. So I hope you learn something being bottom tier and being top tier. When you're in top tier, be super aggressive. When you're in bottom tier, try to support your enemy team, your teammates that are pushing forward, and be as helpful as possible and try to get as much damage as possible. I hope you took some good information out of this video, and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.